So in the last video, we created this form. We added some form components to it. I'll explain to you about what the text box are, the text areas are, and just a description in detail about what this anti-spam is and why we use it. Next, I'm going to show you how to attach an email address to this form. So when they press submit, it'll go to a specific email address. So when we come up the top here, we've clicked on properties, which is just across from components. And properties will bring up an area like this, where on the left hand side you have design, you have form, you have emails, scripts, extras, but we're really just going to be focusing on mainly these three, but in particular design and emails. So design is the way that the form is going to be filled out. So this may not really really matter to you too much. I'd always recommend that you keep it the same as this bottom one that says responsive CSS3. It's a little bit, I won't bother explaining to you too much, but just this by clicking on this will allow the form to be viewed on multiple tablets and be pretty much accessible wherever. Coming down here to emails, I will do form next. So form info. Under here you want is the option to publish the form or publish not. So always want to keep the form published unless you don't want to use the form anymore, where you come in here and press no. Access, so access to access doesn't really matter too much, because these forms are only going to be displayed once the once a member has signed in. So just for now, we're going to keep it. I'm just going to use everyone. Form title. Now this is where you give the form a title. So whatever you want. So this could be a form for ordering drinks form. Let's just use that. The option to show the title on the form. So if the title at the top wants to be shown. So I'm not too sure if we're yes. So if we were to select no, on this area, this heading here, the title of the form will not display. So it's up to you what you want to do. Form name, no title, so form name can just be the same as the form title. Drinks, coming down, and we want to, under submissions, we have the option to show a thank you message, so that once they fill out a form, once they press send here, that a little message is generated saying, thank you for filling out the form, we will get back to you ASAP. So the option to show that message, and you also have an option to write the message yourself. So, and this is what this thank you area is for. If we come across and click on edit the thank you message, we'll see our little dialog box that appears. Just wait for it to load. And in here, once it loads properly, so just wait until you kind of see a similar box like this. It may be different on different computers, but it's similar to Microsoft Word area. And this is where we will type in our thank you message. So thank you for submitting your form. We will be in touch shortly. Now this displays on the page itself. And you can write whatever you want in here. You can custom, write it if you want to make a joke one. Maybe you want to, make it, customize it for what type of form it is. It's really up to you. There's no real specific right way to do this or to write it. And we want to press save and close to save and close the dialog box. And down here, throughout this, it actually gives you some pretty helpful hints. It says the thank you message appears after the user fills out the form. It can be customized to your form fields, IDs, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Show continue button. Now the continue button is where this after the form is sent, where you click on continue and it will take you to another part of the website. So if it was a homepage for the forms, whether it was to a particular thing relating to the form that you just filled in, you can say no, you can say yes, it's default yes, and down here is the URL of where you want the form to be linked to. Now what I mean by the URL, and this may be a dumb thing to let people know, is this thing up here is the URL, and it's the web address that is www.pzda.org.au blah 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 blah. So when it's saying the return URL, it's just saying what URL on this website do you want to go to now. So each page here, rosters, has a URL where it changes up here. Those contact list does, forms do. So this contact form says changes. So since as though we've filled out the numbat form, what we're going to do is we're going to grab that contact that URL for that form, which is up here, copy and paste it into here, so that when you fill out the numbat order form, you can press continue and it goes back to the form again. So coming down, save to database. That means that actually what I'll do is I'll do another video for this in regards to the database, because it can get quite confusing. Edit error message, you can, if you wanted to, if there was some sort of error, you can customize it, or say if anyone hadn't filled out all the forms, you can customize it to just say, write your own thing. But at the moment, by default, it's saying please complete all the fields. I'm just going to keep it like this, and that's about it for that form area. Coming down, form attributes, not really going to pay too much attention to that. Meta tags. So really just the form info is what we'll be using and what you'll be mostly dealing with that area. Alright, so up here is the user